Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about how to add, edit, or delete EAs and subjobs from projects in the statewide project tracking database. So the first thing we need to do is open our database. I usually do this by going to Access 2016 directly, and then you can click on the database in your pinned files. If you don't have it pinned, then you can always open it through the folder that it's located in. Once our form is open, you want to maximize it, and then we're going to go to the pedestrian and bicycle program because that's one of the ones that I'm the most familiar with. But the process is identical for any of the other programs too. Safe routes. The place you're going to go is you're going to go to the financial tab, and they all have a financial tab. So the process that I'm going to show you is basically the same for all of the different programs. So we're going to pretend that this project has a new EA that has been added to it that is tracking charges. And so in the financial tab, you're going to notice that you can see the EA information down here, which is pulled from Teams. So it is live data, and you'll see there's a button right here that says Edit EAs. So when you click on that button, it opens another subform. And the thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add an EA. So I have an EA right here that I have set aside just for this purpose. And so you'll note that when you type it in, you want it to be just like this. You want it to be the EA number, then a space, hyphen space, and then the subjob number. So it's 85151114 space, hyphen space 000. So don't leave out the spaces. Don't turn the hyphen into a slash. It needs to follow this format exactly. EA number, space, hyphen space, subjob number. And the second piece that needs to happen is you need to add the tracking number. If you don't put the tracking number, it's not going to work. So we're going to do a couple of things here. First, we're going to put a typo in the EA, and then we go ahead and close this window. Now you'll notice it doesn't appear, and so you might think to yourself, I guess that didn't work, but you just need to refresh the project. So you can either do that here by clicking on the refresh button, or you can navigate away from it and then coming back. Okay, so now we can see that this is an actual EA. My typo actually generated a real EA, or is linked to a real EA, and you can see that it's closed, and these are the expenditures and the budget. However, in doing further research, I recognize my mistake and I realize that this EA is not correct, and so I need to fix that. And so I go back in, I click on the Edit EAs button, and I pick the EA that I just put in, and I'm like, oh, no, this is supposed to be a 4. And then once I close this window, and I refresh the project, the number updates, and you can see that the correct amounts are now here. So I see everything is right. And so I could go ahead and close the record and go on about my business. But let's say the program manager calls me and says, wait a minute, that's not the right EA. It's not supposed to be attached to that project. Then I would go back into the project. I would go to the financial tab, edit EAs, and then I highlight the EA that is incorrect and is not supposed to be attached. And then I can hit and here, as long as I am 100% certain that this is what I want to do, I go ahead and click yes. And now that is permanently gone. I can re-add it again manually, but it cannot be recovered by someone else. So then when I close this form and I refresh it, the EA disappears. And you'll see there are other fields that add all of these things together that do auto updates. So this one now has the correct amount of $170,000. And that's the process you're going to use to add, edit, or delete EAs that are attached to a statewide project.